Welcome back to the picks, everybody. Frank Earl, how we doing today, boys?
Doing good.
Doing
Almost
good.
the weekend.
Almost the weekend.
Almost the weekend. Man, dude, why is my computer running so slow? Okay, here we go. Uh, Hopefully we don't have any technical issues today. But let's go straight to the board from last week. We had something that we haven't had in a while, and that is a three-way tie for second place. So Earl, Frank, and Cut each finished with 9-6 last season.
Wow.
Last season, LOL, last
Last
week.
week.
And I only got a one game advantage, so there's still a 4 game hold uh, over Earl for first place. But Earl, you'll have the first pick this week as we're gonna cut the we're gonna cut the cut and a pre-recorded video right now. Thanks, Jake, from the other studio. Hi, this is Jake. I'm here with Cut for his picks. He's still got a 5 game lead over Earl and Frank, who are both tied for second, with me coming up in third. Cut. Let's take a look at the board while we have you here. How you doing today?
Chilling, dude. Having a good night. Just basking in the glory that is Drake May.
Drake May's having a pretty good season. We
Hell,
take
even
a
if he's only going to be good for these like first 6 games or whatever, I'm just going to keep basking in it. Enjoy
Yeah.
it while it's here.
I mean, right now Patriots are on top,
Right now we're the top of the AFC East, dude.
and the Bills are surprising losing some crazy
Well,
games. And
I'll tell you what though, man. 5 years is a long rebuild, and it was a long time coming, and we deserve this.
yeah, thank God I wasn't born in the '70s and '80s for the Packers.
Same for the Patriots.
Yeah. I mean, if you ever watch that '70s show, it'll give you a good synopsis of what the Packers were like in the '70s.
I saw a clip of Drew Bledsoe talking on some podcast, and he's like, because they were talking about how awful it was being a Patriots fan back in the '70s, '80s, and even like the early '90s. And he was like, "Well, yeah, it was a first overall draft pick, and I went to the Patriots because they were fucking terrible because they had the first overall draft pick."
Yeah.
He's like, we had to go in there and like completely change the culture, and it. He's like, we went to that Super Bowl '96, and then Robert Kraft bought the team and just brought in Belichick, and then they just started drafting well. They brought in Willie McGinnis and Teddy Bruschi and Mike Vrabel and all these guys that were just fucking leaders, and it just changed everything. And I just happened to be born at the right time of the world, I guess.
Right time to be a fan, especially like if you're a Michigan fan and your kid's 5 or less years old.
I just hope fucking Drake May plays another 15 years and Gary got to experience what I got to experience when I was a kid.
And not 6, but maybe one.
I'm not asking for 6. I want one. I mean, if he plays with us for 15 years, I'm hoping at least 2. But
Yeah. So I had the best week last week at 10-5. Everybody else finished 9-6. So you still get that 4 game lead over Earl. Yeah, that didn't change.
I'll take a 4-game lead.
So Thursday night football, critics are calling it the Icy Hot Bowl. Who do you got?
Steelers Bengals. You know, I don't know what Joe Flacco brings to the table. This one really is a toss-up. I think the Steelers probably are going to take this one just because quarterback's been playing with the team longer. Rams Jags. I like the Jags. I'm going to go with the Rams. Saints Bears. Bears looked pretty good yesterday. Or not yesterday, Sunday. Saints didn't look all that great. I'm going to go with the Bears. I don't know, Bears played Monday. Dolphins Brown. Dog shit game. I'm going to go Browns. Patriots over Titans. Vrabel's going to have his victory lap. Chiefs over Raiders. Man, I don't think JJ is coming back for this game. Regardless, I think the Eagles are going to get the dub here. Coming off that tough loss. Panthers at Jets. Panthers look really fucking good, man. Go with the Panthers. Jets are going to jet every year. Giants Broncos. Man, a couple of young quarterbacks. Scadaboo had 3 fucking tutties last week. I don't know if he's going to be able to do it this week, but I'm going to ride with the Giants. Colts Chargers. Chargers look like they're in a bit of a disarray. Barely won last week. I'm going to go with the Colts. Commanders Cowboys, tough loss to the Bears for the Commanders. Man, Cowboys lost too. They look like dog shit. I gotta go with the Cowboys though. Everyone's hurt for the Cardinals, going with the Packers. Falcons Niners. Falcons have looked pretty good in the last 7 days. I'm still going with the Niners. Bucks Lions game of the week. It's gonna be tough. Bucks, I think, lost that rookie wide receiver that was going absolutely ham. So I'm gonna ride with the Lions. Texans, Seahawks. Man. Are those both Monday night games?
Yep.
Oh man. I guess I gotta go with the Seahawks. We'll do
Seahawks.
Seahawks. Let's go. 21-14.
All
Best of
right.
luck to everyone else.
All right, Kat, any last words before we send it back to everybody else in the studio?
Catch me if you can.
You heard it here, folks. We're going to send it back live to JT in the studio to finish up his picks with Earl Frank and himself. Hey, thanks for that, guys. We're back in the studio with Earl and Frank. Time to look at Cut's picks again. We've got a lot of great ones on the board. Earl, you're up next for this one. Start her off.
I'm going with the Steelers tonight. Aaron Rodgers doing his thing. Playing ball to win games as opposed to just padding his stats. I like it. I like the Rams here. I think the defense travels. I'm gonna go with the Bears. Sorry, my phone did some shit. Man, give me the Dolphins here.
Battle
like
of the
either one.
1 and 5s.
I don't like either one of those teams. I don't know, something about a rookie quarterback. Packers. Or no, sorry, Patriots. Sorry. Chiefs. I gotta go with the Eagles here. I have very little faith in the Vikings offensive line. Is this a week that the Jets could win? I'm gonna take the Panthers because they've at least won a game this season. I like the Broncos here at home. Give me the Chargers. I've been out on the Colts all year. It's cost me a couple games. Oh well. Give me the Commanders to get a win here. Packers. I'm gonna go Niners at home. That one's gonna be a high scoring game, I feel like. Neither defense is very good. I gotta go with the Lions here. Tough loss last week against the Chiefs in a shit game. And I'm also going to take the Seahawks. I'm going to take the Seahawks 24-17.
All right, Frank, you're right in the mix this year. I'm in the Frank seat, so tell me how it is. Tell me your picks right here for those for week 7.
Is this Flacco's first game starting,
Second.
or did he start last week?
He started last week.
Yep.
I'm gonna go Bengals here, just because the way things go sometimes. I'm gonna take the Rams. I will also take the Bears. Didn't Tua just call out his team? That's funny. I'm gonna take the Dolphins here. Patriots are balling this year, so I'm going Patriots, and Titans just look like ass. They just fired their head coach too. Chiefs over the Raiders. Chiefs are slowly coming back into form. So there's no official word on who's starting. You can kind of infer based off of the injury reports, but I think Wentz is getting this start, so he gets to go up against the team that drafted him. So obviously, I'm going Carson Wentz all day. I'm going to take the Panthers over the Jets. Broncos over the Giants. I'm same thing. I think Colts have been pretty lucky this year. They're bound to lose, so I'm going Chargers this week. Daniel Jones will eventually Daniel Jones. Cowboys suck. Let's go Commanders. Go Pack Go. Especially because one of your linemen is a former USF Donovan Jennings. I'm going to take Falcons over the 49ers. I love the Bucks right now, but I do think Lions win this game. And then I'm also going to go Seahawks here. Final score 27-24.
27-24. Too easy. I love that it's being called the Icy Hot Bowl or the Battle of the Unks. I'm going to go Steelers for this game.
I hadn't heard that, but that's really good.
Hilarious.
The over 40 bowls, what I'd heard.
Yeah, there's one more too. But those are the two that I remember off rip. Aaron Rodgers did not like the Icy Hot Bowl. He got mentioned to it in a interview. I'm gonna go trap game. The Jags, they're quite 4-2. They're at home. Duval. Bears are a better team than the Saints. I'm gonna go the Browns here. I think Tua's time or their head coach is Mike Daniels' time. Either one, if they lose this game, it's either one of those two times last time. You know, they're making changes over there. Patriots. Chiefs are back in the pocket of the refs. I too am going to go the Vikings here. One of my favorite comparisons these days is about Jalen Hurts being a backup quarterback that got the starting position midway and has a stellar defense. And look at him now; he's basically Russell Wilson. So I truly hardly believe that. I believe that right now he's showing his true colors as an NFL quarterback, and their team sucks. I think they're complete frauds. I think the Eagles only have the tush push, and they have no other identity but the tush push, and it's awful to watch them play football anymore. Panthers. I hope the Jets go 0-17.
Thank you for that. That was beautiful.
I mean, they make me mad, dude. I had to watch the tush push 3 plays in a row last week, and I was like, what is this? Is this football anymore? It's garbage. I'm going to go Broncos at home as well. Great defense. I think the Chargers get it done at home. They snuck a win last week. I think they put it together this week. Commanders as well. I hate the Cowboys. Of course, we're going to say go Pack Go. The Falcons win surprising games, and then they look like shit. So let's go 49ers. They're at home. There's two sides of my thought process. This is the one game the whole week that I've been going back and forth for the picks. On one hand, Baker's a dog. But on the other hand, the Lions are at home, and they're pissed. But you don't talk shit to Baker Mayfield because that only elevates his gameplay. But I think there's just too much shit that's going to be going on in Detroit because of that loss last week, and they're all pissed off. So the Lions, close game here. I think Baker pushes late.
On the Lions.
And Texans Seahawks. I'll go Texans here. And I'll have the Texans winning 28-21.
You know, the Seahawks are a better road team.
They are a better road team, but the Texans put some things together and they can ball if they choose to. So hopefully I can sneak a win over you guys for that. Shout out to Jonesville playing their last game of the original high school football field tomorrow on October 17th, 2025. Shout out to the high school field that myself, and Earl played on.
Bled on that field.
So last game of an old high school field, they get a brand new field for 2026. So shout out to the
Some
comments.
touchdowns on that field.
I'm just hoping they can win the last game at home.
Yeah.
That'd be sick.
All right, boys, I'm out.
Bye, Earl. Frank, did you see Indiana hired did a contract extension with their head coach today?
Oh, they did.
$93 million.
That's a good choice.
Now, as a Penn Stater, Urban Meyer had the audacity to say that Penn State doesn't fire a $73 million coach unless they know who they want. So Matt Rule for Nebraska, early rumors that he was transferring over, a candidate said, "I love it here. Let's play this in 2 more years." I Another common name was the Indiana head coach, and today he got a $93 million contract. So that's a 10-year contract essentially. So he's not going anywhere. The other big name that people have been saying is Mr. Lane Kiffin, whose daughter is dating that guy from LSU. She's beautiful. With pretty much Lane Kiffin not really ruled out, but who do you think would be a good fit for Penn State?
Well, obviously, pipe dream if Saban wanted to come out of retirement.
It
But
wasn't
he's
even on
not
my
going to, I
wasn't
think.
even on my radar.
But I'm pretty sure he's pretty comfortable at game day. Honestly, I like. I don't think you go for a G5 coach. I think we're seeing a lot of G5 coaches not pan out right now. Billy Napier in Florida. Um, there are some up and coming G5 coaches like John Summerall at Tulane, Alex Golish at USF, um, Ryan was at Silverfield out of Memphis. But I actually wouldn't mind seeing like Manny Diaz. I think that's his name, head coach of Duke.
Mm-hmm.
I think he was their D coordinator. He was down in Miami at one point, or Miami's offensive coordinator right now.
Okay.
But I think you pull a coordinator from one of the Power Five.
Yeah, because a lot of names have been floating around like the last week since the firing, and then all these interviews with head coaches in the Big Ten, like Ryan Day being asked what it's like to live with that pressure. Because, I mean, not saying that. I mean, definitely, if Ohio State repeats the Natty, he will not get fired. But people are speculating that he cannot lose to Michigan this year.
Yeah.
And
That's just same thing with Harbaugh when Harbaugh was your head coach.
Mhm.
Like every year.
I mean, 8-4 is not the goal, but it's still a positive season. He had one negative season, and then he'd have a lot of 10-2 seasons or a lot of 9-3 seasons. But the one important loss, yes, was Ohio State for many years. It's hard having a rival of that magnitude.
It is. And obviously as the splits coming in college football with the Power 4 going to split to just the Power 2, Big 10 and SEC, all the eyes on you. The Fox CEO of Fox Sports, I think, recently was saying like ratings are up across the sport. Yeah, you can't lose those rivalry games.
I also like it too that ESPN gave it a chance and didn't really like it, but now that they're seeing the success of Pat McAfee, Fox has Barstool content on their channel now, and I like Dave Portnoy on Saturdays, but I also blame him for Michigan's loss against USC because he was too high on his horse in front of America. Yeah.
Yeah, I like Portnoy. I'm not a big McAfee guy.
Yeah.
He's also got me blocked on Twitter, but
Pat, if you're watching this.
but Portnoy did it first. Portnoy's the GOAT. He's the original of that kind of side of sports content.
Yeah.
McAfee's just kind of found the frat boy, frat bro type people. He's just a little more obnoxious.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know who has more on his plate sometimes, him or Kirk Herbstreit. Because, Kirk's on a plane doing Thursday night, doing Saturday morning, game day, flying out to do a big game Saturday night. But Pat's doing WWE to his show to game day as well. But I'd have to say, dude, I never thought I'd say this in my life. I love watching Nick Saban on NCAA game day in the morning on ESPN, dude. I like his interactions. I like that he's not coaching Alabama. There's just something sweet about a man who's not coaching Alabama.
And the fact that he's called out a couple coaches like on game day.
Yeah. But at the same time, who's going to argue with him? Oh, were you a good coach? Yeah, it's one of the best.
Yeah.
Yeah. You have to have some credibility if you're going to talk shit. You can't be like a Nick Wright or a Stephen A. Smith. Okay.
Yeah, Jason McIntyre across from Colin Cowherd.
Yeah. But yeah, those were some good picks this week, Frank. I hope everything's going well for you. Any last words before we call GG's?
This is probably the last week we see Carson. It looks like they're itching to get JJ back out there, which is understandable. I think there could be controversy brewing right on the horizon if Carson comes out and beats the Vikings. And then they start JJ, and JJ goes back to playing like he did at the Falcons game.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna see a lot of people pretty pissed.
I
But
mean,
at the same time, JJ is supposed to be your future. But the trade off right now is: are you competing for a Super Bowl this year? If you're not, then you need to develop JJ.
yeah, and also like I'm a JJ McCarthy supporter. I read a lot of articles about is he coming back? Is his injury going to keep him out longer? And then you're like, what if he gets re-injured? Then you've had 2 seasons with your starting quarterback that you've drafted that can't stay healthy to save his life. So I think as long as Carson, like you said, beats the Eagles this week, I think they might ride his wheel until it falls off.
Which it will eventually. As much as I love Carson,
But he's got
it will
Justin
eventually
Fields,
fall off. He does, and Addison,
Madison, yeah,
and then you got T.J. Hawkinson starting to play a little bit better.
yep.
So
NFC North's got some good ass tight ends, man.
they do.
Except for the Bears. But all right, Frank, it was good talking to you. See you guys later for the
Likewise.
picks. Thanks for viewing, and deuces out.